Hey there, welcome to Listen My Channel. Welcome to the good good coming your way. I'm leaning towards the new good good. I'm pretty sure some of it is going to be some type of like resolutions to some things. That's what I'm picking up on, but there's also going to be some new stuff. At least that's sort of like the intention I'm putting out there, but it's really the intention that's been given to me by spirit. It's like the new good good. So that should be exciting. What is the new stuff coming towards you that is good? So I don't know if I'll change this reading to either the good good or like the new good stuff. Like, I don't know. But this is what we're doing here. We got orange, pink, green, white. Orange, pink, green, white. Pick your color. Timestamps are in the description box below. I'll see you in your pile. Hey, green. What's the good good that's coming your way? What's the new good good? What is the good stuff that's coming your way that is new? You know? Let's see. Yeah. This feels like the Eight of Cups. It feels like the Eight of Cups in reverse. Or just the Eight of Cups, period. Anyway, this isn't particularly new, but it feels like a new energy that's come up in an old favorite, in an old thing. So here we have the Four of Coins in the reverse, and we have the Seven of Coins also in the reverse. As far as what's good that's coming towards you, the good. And then we have okay in reverse. Stability, harmony, acceptance. Yeah, I feel like you're simultaneously walking away from something and returning to something else. That I don't know, for some of you it's been in like your past, or it's been in like your present, right? Like it's been an ongoing thing that's been in your world. I really just feel like, I don't know, it's kind of weird because the Four of Coins in reverse is giving and letting go as well of something that's been around, something that you've been holding on to. This feels like a dip before a rise. Okay? This good feels like a dip before a rise. It feels like you're on your way to okay, but it's like delayed. And I feel like this is spirit, if this is hitting for you in certain ways, and I'll keep going, but I feel like this is a good because spirit is saying, yeah, if you're feeling like things are going to be a little bit slow, if you're feeling like you have to let go of something and suspend your reality and believe, or lose or invest some money or time or energy into something, and you're doubtful about that, but you know that this is something that you could use, that like you're taking a risk, a bit of a gamble, or there's gonna be some suffering or like emotional, financial instability or energetic instability for a while. This is like working overtime for several days. Like that's an expending of energy and time and like your human resources. And while that sucks, right, because you're working, and you're losing sleep, or losing time with people, or losing sort of like emotional stability or well-being a little bit for that time, it's, you know, that when that paycheck comes in, it's really gonna help. Like it's gonna come in clutch. Like you're doing it because you know that at some point in the future, this is gonna pay off. right? So it's like, it's something like that. It's like an investment in either like your time, your energy, your physical strength, your emotion, like you. It's an investment in your human resource as a human. That may make you feel like it's just you keeping your head down, make you feel a little bit alone, make you feel a little bit like, this is even like going back to school, or like doing a course of study, or starting in a new job, and maybe or quitting a job and starting a new job, where in that interim where you're not getting paid, right, where you're taking the time to go to school instead of work, or taking less hours at work so you can go to school, or less hours so you can take care of yourself. There's something about like a walking away from something that is scary to walk away from, but that being an act that is good because it is taking you where you do want to go. And the fact that this is the good coming up tells me that if you are making those kinds of moves or sacrifices, or taking those paths or journeys, or making those kinds of decisions where you're really just doing what you have to do, or doing what you do think, you know what, I do need to make these cuts here, these sacrifices there, or this investment here, and this decision there, like it is going to be worth it. It is going to work out and be okay in time, right? It may not be okay right now, but it will surmount to something. And that is the good, right? The Four of Coins is, to me, giving a letting go of a sense of stability, letting go of something that you've been holding on to, but it almost feels willing, right? This man is on a boat, and I feel like in order for the boat to not sink, he has to make the decision to throw away some stuff that's heavy. And the stuff that can be heavy could be treasure, right? This gold statue that he found that he could melt for millions, or whatever the currency is, that could set him for life, right? But it's like, I know that if I continue carrying this gold statue, this boat will sink. But I do know that this gold statue has enough weight to get us to our destination. And we have other jewels, we have other bounty. But rather than holding on to this thing that I know is going to be amazing, like it's holding me back. And so this captain will let go of that gold statue to save the people on the ship, to save themselves, and to save their future. Because there's still some value on that boat that is going to pay off. Like you lose something, but you win like more, right? It's kind of like that. And then with the Seven of Cups in reverse, it almost feels like, I don't know if you can hear the birds outside. They're so cute. I don't like hearing them at 3 a.m. when I'm trying to sleep though, you know what I'm saying? Okay. But with the Seven of Cups in reverse, there's something here about like, it feels like an Eight of Cups. I'm not going to lie to you. But that's also represented by the 4, which is great. And I did talk about the Eight of Cups prior to shifting this. So welcome to the House of Lumiere. Welcome to Illumination. Spirit lives here. Intuition game strong. The Seven of Cups in reverse, I think it's giving reality, but it's also giving delusion, right? Like delusion in the beautiful sense of like hope and what someone is going for. So not actually delusion, but it's giving a dream, but a dream made real that doesn't look real, right? Like the Seven of Cups in reverse feels like reality, someone being realistic. And in that realism is the decision to go for something that may seem far off or far-fetched or whatever, but like it's really kind of not. It's maybe just like delayed. So let's get a little bit more of what more good is coming your way. We have the Page of Swords. We have the Tower in reverse. Yeah, we have the Lovers, and we have the Girl. Is that the Five of Coins? Yes. Did I mention that, by the way? I don't think I did, but I meant to. With the Four of Coins in reverse, I meant to say it was also giving Five of Coins energy. But that's kind of crazy because this isn't actually the Five of Coins. This is the Six of Coins. But is it the Six of Coins? Yeah, this is giving and receiving, right? Yeah. It was giving Five of Coins where like there will be a lonely time, a time of like sacrifice, right? I kept saying so there's sacrifice and not having what you sort of would like, that stability, but it going towards something. The reason I bring that up is because number one, I thought this was the Five of Pentacles, and I was about to say, hey, House of Mirror, Spirit lives here. But really, it's even greater than that. Because you sort of skip I don't think you skip that Five of Coins feeling. Five of Coins is being left out in the cold, feeling alone, feeling really not enough, and not just feeling it, but really looking around, like looking and seeing that I don't have enough. Whether again it's resources or energy or like health, like whatever, anything tangible, it's not enough. With it not showing up here, it feels like it's a skipping of that, but not really, because I feel like it's in these two energies. The Four of Coins in reverse and the Six of Coins in reverse, like it's really in there. But I feel like with it not necessarily showing, let's see who's at the bottom. The Magician, of course. That's that Delulu energy. Queen of Swords in reverse. That's fair. Anyway, I feel like with the Six of Coins in reverse, it's still choosing. The good coming forward is you choosing your decisions wisely. Funny enough, it's next to the Lovers, which is big choice. I feel like with the Six of Coins, it's you almost like not going for equality, but more so equity. So making more equitable choices. So what that means is if you have a tall person and a short person at a fence looking over, the tall person can see because they're tall, right? The fence is at a height where the tall person can see. But the short person can't see, represented by my thumb, right? They really can't see. Equality would be giving both of them a box of the same size. So all that really does is just do something like that because they both got a box of the same size. That's equality. Everybody gets the same. Equity, or being equitable, is where the short person gets a box so that they can see. If anything, they get two boxes so that they can see and have equal or equitable viewpoint of what's happening. So that's the difference between equality, and equity. The tall person doesn't get the box. They don't need the box. It's not necessary to give the tall person a box also. The person that needs the box that the tall person has, if anything, is the shorter person so they can see at the same vantage point or at least a good vantage point of the tall person. There's a lesson. So I feel like you're going for more equity, making more equitable choices where you may be investing in parts of you or your world that need more of that attention as opposed to splitting your attention equally or whatever amongst what's going on, right? So that's interesting. And I think from what this is showing, it's going to be a lesson for you in doubling down on what makes the most sense as opposed to what you think you should do. With the Tower in reverse, this is quite interesting. There is some, I don't feel like this is a tower avoided necessarily. It could be in a certain way, but I feel like this is a tower still happening. But I don't feel bad vibes towards it when I really look at it. Obviously, on first glance, as though it's like, a tower. But I don't think so. I think the way you're thinking about things, your mindset, yeah, even with the Queen of Swords in the reverse, I think your mindset is actually really helpful. Like, yes, you're looking at the reality of things, but the mindset that you have is a hopeful one, or it leans towards hope, and that sort of manifests what you're wanting. That delusion thing that I was talking about, which isn't actually like necessarily delusion, it's hope, it's desire, and it's that part that is made manifest. It just may take like some time, right? It's like getting that paycheck after working, several days overtime, and you're tired. That paycheck doesn't come until 2 weeks later, that kind of time. But it does come, right? The payoff does come. The payoff is coming. And I think this good is really just spirit kind of saying like, hey, Green, if you're watching this right now and this is making sense, the good is coming. Like, it is going to be good. Even with the Page of Swords here, I feel like this is like a youthful mind. Not a timid mind. Like, yes, a timid mind, sure. But a sort of like beginner mind at something, and an innocent mind, and going towards making decisions from that place and keeping things bare bones. And I think that's actually helpful. The Page of Swords is also sort of a message, right? A messenger. And I think the way your thoughts are, I think you'll also be getting how you're approaching this, which we've talked about. But I feel like you'll also be getting little symbols that sort of tell you that you're on the right track. Little messages, little thoughts that are whispered from spirit, or certain symbols that you'll be able to decipher or just move with intuitively. And then we have the Lovers. And then we have the Lovers. In this whole thing, the Lovers to me means choice, okay? The Lovers to me means choice here. Making the choice to do something come what may. This is choosing making those equitable choices. This is making those investments and sacrifices in the certain directions where the payoff is going to be big. And I feel like with the Lovers being a major arcana energy, the payoff will be big. It will be big. It will be a big payoff. Something that will really make you go, no, I made the right choice. I did the right things. I made the right moves. There is something here more with the Lovers that I want to see what I'm picking up. Amazing. Gift. Awesome. At the bottom of the deck. Giving and receiving. And even with this, I think this is this could be someone giving you something that you don't think you necessarily deserve, or you feel is a little bit unjust. But that's like the short person getting 2 boxes, and you're like, well, what about that person? It's like, that person is fine. They can see already. Like, they're okay. You're not. You can't see. Like, we want you to be able to see. So yeah, I feel like part of that is also like equitable choices made towards you, because it's necessary. Confinement with the Tower in reverse, very interesting. I wonder if this means you're going out more, as in, confinement is a tower, right? The Tower in the Lenormand is not the Tower of the Tarot. It's a tower as an isolation, which is quite interesting. I want to know more about that. Live and learn. Okay. So I feel like this could be structures that you've had since you were like a kid or whatever, certain beliefs that you've had as a kid that have kept you trapped, that are breaking slowly over time, and that have been breaking slowly over time. I think this is a have been. If that is a story here, I think they've been slowly breaking over time and slowly dismantling over time, to where you're breaking down old beliefs and ways of being and entering into new beliefs and ways of being. That's cute. So the Lovers, we have, this is like diarrhea, daughter, just daydream. Okay, so we have this guy and we have disturbance. What the fuck? Okay. This feels like something made real. It really does feel like something made real. I think the good is a reward. I still do. Something that I think even with this being a disturbance, you're not as bothered anymore about getting certain things. You're not as bothered as you used to be about getting good things. Like being chosen above, like being chosen. I don't know. There's just something there that this Lovers is giving that for some of you, you could be having like a love affair. This is the Four of Cups. You could be having some type of love affair or something with the Lovers. The Lovers is really out here doing stuff. I do feel like it is a reward though for you. Something made real. I will say with it clarified also by the Four of Cups, I think that the thing that you get, the way that the equity turns out in your world, whether that's the universe giving you a leg up, and I'm not sure about you, but like I feel bad when good things happen to me, and sometimes I don't like sharing them because, you know, either the person I'm sharing with has expressed before why you, or has expressed like jealousy before, so I just keep it to myself. Like I don't tell certain people the good stuff that's happening in my life because I felt bad about that. I feel like this is you not giving no fucks about that. Like you no longer taking in their reaction or how they feel about it, or their circumstances, or anybody else's circumstances, and you holding guilt for good things happening to you, or you holding guilt for great things happening to you. I feel like with this Four of Cups, like you're no longer really disturbed by like the things that you've wanted that have actually come true. Like you fucking deserve it. And even if you don't deserve it, baby, you have it. So I love that this is the good. Like this coming out, I'm so glad we clarified, because this just reiterates that whole equitable type conversation where it's like, you know, you have done the things that should get you the stuff that you want, and you shouldn't feel bad about having nice things. And perhaps that's something that even like your child self needs to hear, where it's like maybe growing up you were told, oh, those people have better things than us, how dare they, or some type of like discourse around that type of vibe. Or maybe growing up you had nice things and you were told to not show them, or maybe just even as you've grown up you've had friends, people in your life or family members that feel some type of way about your good fortune, and then that has stuck with you. That Four of Cups is just like, I don't care, like I'm indifferent, like I have what I have and I want what I want. I don't know, I like it. I wish you everything, Paul Green. This is really good. It's really, really good. I know we maybe even talked more about your situation, but if that situation was like, Luce, you just talked about my situation right now. What was the good? The good is the situation that you're in right now, because it is leading you to something good. You know how nice it is to feel like, hey, the suffering or like the sacrifices you're making are going to amount to something. Like spirit is basically use this time to affirm what you're doing or what you're thinking of doing. And it's saying like, yes, baby girl, go for it. I'll call everybody girl. All right, so I wish you everything. Keep your light on, good luck, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hey there, White. What's the good coming your way? Hopefully some new stuff as well, but What's the good coming your way? That's so weird. Okay, gift still at the bottom of the deck. That's funny. Anyway, what is the good coming your way? Okay, temperance, commitment, mask, friendship, overload in reverse. Okay, so this is an interesting one. I think. Oh, I'm gonna put this here. I will pull one more. You have temperance. I actually really like this for you. 炮坏. Excellent. Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's very fair. Listen, the good coming your way is authenticity. You being more authentic. And what that really means is your self-concept has had a level up. How you see yourself has had a level up. Here we have the Ten of Cups in reverse. How you see, I'm even going to put it out. This is at the top of the deck. How you see yourself has had a level up, or will have a level up, but I'm going to say has had a level up. TBH. You're just being more authentic, buddy. And that's such a beautiful thing, because that means that you're seeing more of yourself and accepting more of yourself. And also not blaming yourself for things that you don't need to blame yourself for, and not blaming others for things that they don't need to be blamed for. You're able to look at something and go, what this person said triggered me, but that's like a me problem, not a them problem. Or you're able to say, you know what, I don't really like how this was handled. Let me explore and see like what they really meant. Or even just being able to stand up for yourself without putting the responsibility of you being okay on someone else. I don't know why those examples keep coming up. But I think just being able to be fair and patient with yourself and the world around you, that's come from a lot of angst. I feel like some bubble burst somewhere along the way and you just popped. But how you used to handle things, emotionally, cup overflowing, overly, I don't want to say overly intuitive. Yeah, I think like maybe like too intuitive to the point of bypassing the intuitive message. Like taking too many things as symbols, you know what I mean? Taking too many things personally, or taking too many taking too much. This thing of like, oh, what did that mean? What did that mean? Oh, what did that mean? What did that mean? Of what this person said, or what this person did, or what those numbers mean, or why, you saw this bird at this time. Like, it's too much. It's too much. It's too much. I feel like, yeah, it seems like there was some kind of like bubble pop or burst, and it's just kind of like I and then it just kind of calmed things down in such a way that maybe there was I don't know, self-reflection or whatever. But that's not really, yeah. What I'm picking up here for what the good is that for some of you, you're maybe getting an apology, and that apology could be, yeah, obviously from someone else, or I feel like you're recognizing an apology, like maybe something that happened a long time ago. You're recognizing that, oh wait, maybe when they said that, actually it meant this, or when I said that, maybe they took it this way. Like, I don't know, baby girl. I call everybody girl. There's just something there. I think like some realizations also that you're having. Also, I would really hope that for a lot of us in this pile, a lot of you in this pile, it's apologies to self, right? Like realizing that there's that need for apology to self. There's a lot of water here, okay? Like, there's a lot of water here. And like spiritual waters and emotional waters, like human waters. I feel like in this pile, the things that used to make you feel good, the things that used to make you feel a belonging to, aren't anymore. And that's such a good thing, because I think some of those things needed to be shaken off, or at the very least, like, re-examined. Like, how do you see friendship? Oh, that's why it's all about friends. I'm like, the fuck? Why am I talking about friends so much? It could be family as well, coworkers, colleagues, lovers, sure. But how you view friendship, right? How you view relationship with others is changing. And dare I say, hopefully, fucking hopefully, it's for the better. It's becoming a little bit more tempered. I'm not going to say patient. For some of you, it is patient. It's more gentle. But in the ways that, God willing, I keep saying that because any people can always take this differently. Someone can hear this message and go, bet this means I need to be kinder to the people who call me names and shit. And it's like, no. Or more patient. Someone go, bet this means that they need to be more patient towards me and my situations and my moods and my me. And it's like, no, that's not what this is saying. No, I don't want that. So I really want to be careful with what I say here, and I just really hope that the right people in the right frame of mind hear this particular message, because motherfuckers be crazy. Temperance, you're being more tempered. Temperance is an alchemy, right? Like, it's an alchemical process, or rather, when I look at the angel, it was in one of my favorite decks, which I have not used in a hot minute. Where is it? It's temperance, you dealing with like sulfur and other alchemical elements and mixing the elements to make something into something else, right? Why I bring that up is because if you look at the formula for water, right, H2O, it's not equal parts water, equal parts oxygen. No, it's 2 hydrogens to 1 oxygen, and that makes water. That's the ratio. So that means different chemicals, different processes, different aspects of ourselves balanced out does not mean to the same levels as everything else. We were just really talking about this with another pile. This is equity versus equality, right? And alchemical experiences, chemistries, are equitable experiences. They're equity. It's not a 1 to 1 to 1 to 1 ratio like equality. It's a 2 to 1 to 3 to 7 to something, right? It's different it's what's called for in that process to make the thing be the thing that it needs to be. And that's the thing that's happening here. When it comes to your relationships, the good is there is an equalizing, but it's an equitabilizing. It's the things that need to be done. So I would hope that if this is you, it's you doing the things that need to be done where they need to be done, in the ways that they need to be done, right? In some ways, acknowledging your baggage that you bring to the table that you're projecting onto others. In other ways, acknowledging other people's baggage that they bring to the table, projecting onto you. In other ways, going, okay, I can see this person, I can accept them, but I don't really want them in my life anymore. Or, and doing that like in peace, if you can. Or it's accepting that a relationship is over, and seeing it for what it is, and sending it on its way. Whatever that is, either way, like or if it's somebody doing it to you, right? If you're waiting for like information to be revealed, information is going to be revealed at this time, because I feel like you're more able to sort of handle it. And this could be intuitive information, like from your higher being, sort of trickling down to you in a moment of solace or peace or quiet, where your intuition finally sneaks in and says, hey, this is probably what was happening, or maybe consider this. Anyway, I digress. This is great in that there's a change happening in you that is more balanced. Okay? it's more balanced. This overload, which is this High Priestess in reverse, and maybe even this Ten of Cups, this overload is being equalized with the Temperance. It's being equalized. These relationships, these colleagues, these teams, these networks, these social networks, these friendships or whatever, on relationships and familial stuff that you have in your world, I think you're beginning to consider or reconsider how you are and how they are and what works for you, and trying to find more balance in your world for what will feel good. I love this mask in reverse because it really does speak to the fact that you're going to be approaching things a lot more authentically, or more authenticity is coming into your world. But for it to come into your world, it means you've changed, and you've changed enough for you to be able to be more yourself, your true self, not your angry self, not your sad self, not your lonely self, not your super friendly self, not your who you think you need to be self, but you just showing up as you. And even at most, and eventually climbing up to you showing up as like your best self, right? Like, this isn't just accept me as I am and you're wearing, stained clothes and whatever. It's like, that's not who you are either. It's you showing up and showing up well in a balanced state. This commitment is hilarious because what? Like, this feels like this was done by a man. You know what I mean? Like, the stereotypical guy that doesn't want commitment. Like, the fuck? Why is this man trying to get out of this commitment? Binding, obstruction, and contract. Stereotypical man, I said. Don't try me. I didn't say our man. But the idea that we're sold on about men, I have not experienced that in my personal life. Men want to wife me up left and right. So I'm a heterosexual. So like, do dudes not want commitment? Sure, I guess so, but not the ones that I attract, because I'm a catch. I'm wifey. Like, I have to tell them no. So believe what you want to believe, but just make sure you know what you're believing about what you're believing. I digress. Commitment. This looks like someone wanting to get out of commitments. You can't tell me otherwise. Binding, obstruction, contract. I do feel like this is something that you've been fighting for. This commitment is this Ten of Cups, right? Like, for some of you, maybe you are going through a divorce. For some of you, the good is there is a separation coming between you and a romantic partner. Either way, there's something here to do with people. Okay, there's something here to do with people and yourself and your emotional being, right? Your emotional being, your spiritual being, and people, the relationships you have in your world. And you'll know about that and what that means in your own way. But there is I don't know if it's a severance necessarily, but I think there's, again, a pop. Like, something gives. There's no way these rubber bands, because these to me feel like they're resistant bands, and resistance bands, you can't. I'm sorry, you're just gonna get tired, and then you'll stop, and then you'll cry, and then you'll just fucking say, fuck it, I give up, and you'll accept the situation. And it's in accepting and looking at the situation that's the pop. And then, it ends up being sort of like, here's the answer, like, here's the way out. Not fighting through the resistance, but like crawling underneath, and not fighting the bands, but going through the holes that the bands make, right? Finding a different way because your thinking has changed. And that's what this feels like, the way you have been approaching certain things, what you've been committed to, the ways that you've been emotionally responding to things, or what you relate to is what feels good or whatever. You're reanalyzing it or changing it entirely. Is there anything else you want to say? The Devil, absolutely. And the Hierophant in reverse. Wow. I mean, talk about the whole commitment stuff, right? We started talking about it and we're ending talking about it. Same. You want to talk about commitment? You talk about the Hierophant. You want to talk about structures, religion, cultures, governments, like whatever, baby. This is the Hierophant, the teacher, the one we learn from, what we know, our dogma. This is the Hierophant in reverse. It's breaking. Like you're fighting against that, or you've already fought against that, right? Like you've been fighting against that and you're breaking free. You want to talk about commitment, baby? You talk about the devil. Okay, you want to talk about this kind of energy? Trying to leave some shit? Look, it's even like the same string. It's this red stuff. Red tie. You want to talk about this kind of energy here? You're talking about the devil. So the devil comes out, and the good is, I think that you are leaving. That the devil's kind of bidding you farewell, to be honest. It's not in the reverse, but I'm seeing this dude's hand outstretched. And he's saying, okay, bye. Pick your poison. A cup, a wand, a pentacle, or a sword. And you know what you pick? The pentacle. I picked it up the wrong way. You pick the pentacle. You pick the pentacle. You pick your stability. You pick a new beginning. You pick the message of what's tangible, what's real, what you can move with or do with, something that benefits your body and your being and your life moving forward. That's the advice that you're guided to take. The advice that pertains to your stability physically and financially. Right? Your well-being, being stable and going towards that. This is awesome. It's like you're being freed from stuff that's just been overwhelming. You're finding information in that overwhelm somewhere, in that pop. And you're coming to a sense of peace with the temperance, a tempered energy, and you're applying what needs to be applied where it needs to be applied. You're going forward more authentic. You're no longer tied to people, places, or things that bind you to a place and a being, a state of you that you just don't want to be in anymore. Like, bye. You're fighting it. But that fight doesn't look like this. That fight looks like, I'm done with this. I'm gonna move gently. It's not overwhelm. It's not a fight. It's an emotional fight. This is great. The good is you really are, or if you've already gone through this, this is confirmation that there is better on the other side, and you will be more stable. If you are having a divorce or a breakup or something like that, that's good. If you're thinking about doing that, that's good. That's right for you to be thinking about that, to just stop pushing in that area, stop pushing that agenda over there and just let it go. I wish you everything. I really do. Keep your light on. Good luck, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey there, Pink. Pink, what's the good coming your way? What's the good potentially new coming your way? That's interesting. 9 of Wands at the bottom of the sack. Okay. You have the Magician in reverse and in the upright, just kind of in its wonky state. You have the 4 of Cups in reverse, and you have the 10 of Coins in reverse. Okay. The good. Oh my god. What the fuck? Oh, hold on. Let's get in on this. All right. So you may be losing some money or have lost some money. And if you're wondering, oh no, or maybe you're losing a job or you're moving jobs or however way, like your source of income may be affected or has been affected rather, and you're worried about that, that's a good thing that it's being affected. Because it's freeing you from a confinement. Confinement here is captivity, tolerance, unfreedom. It's freeing you from freedom. There's something that you've been manifesting, okay? It's funny though. It's funny. It's kind of complicated, but it's very real, and it's not actually haha funny. It's just like it's one of those things where we want something, and when things start to sort of go wrong, we think that our manifestations aren't working. But really, that is our manifestation working. We're being unclogged from what is stopping us from living the life that we want. You cannot manifest a beautiful relationship, a loving partnership, a fun partnership, a loyal partnership while continuing to stay in a dynamic that sucks. You can, but if that dynamic starts sucking even more, like things start getting volatile, and you're also simultaneously trying to manifest a loving relationship, a kind relationship, but then you're like, the manifestation isn't working because this dynamic is getting crueler and colder and more distant and more nasty. The funny thing is, with bunny ears around that, your manifestation is working, because it's uprooting the shit that doesn't need to be in your life. So sometimes when we do start manifesting, there will be a crumbling, there will be a pulling of the weeds in your garden, and you thought it wasn't there, or you knew it was there, but you hoped it would just magically disappear. And sometimes it does, but sometimes it doesn't magically disappear. You see that shit get pulled, and maybe you have to be the one to pull it, or it pulls itself out, right? There was a comment on a video where I saw once where someone said, this manifestation works because my partner just broke up with me. And it's such a real thing. I can feel sometimes that certain people are manifesting me because I can feel it in my energy, being the person I am. And my thoughts tell me a little bit about what they may be manifesting me to do or feel or whatever. And I think like it's made me even like sick sometimes. And it's made me want to leave this person fully, just walk away from this person or situation. Because I feel ill, right? And that's sort of the manifestation working, because I am not the person for that person. But some people will not let me go. Listen, anyway, enough about me. What I'm saying here is, with this 10 of coins in reverse, certain things that you've worked for, or that you wanted, or that you've spent time in, you're thinking or hoping that because it's like a sunk cost fallacy, I think. My dad had to correct me on this once, but it's this thing where you think the more investment you've put in something, the more time you've put in something, the more you think you should get more from it, and it's harder to leave because you've put so much energy into it, so much of your time, so much of your resources into it. And so you don't leave because you've put so much of your time and your resources into it. But then that keeps on going. You keep putting more time, more resources, but nothing about it changes in the positive. It only stays in, just keeps going bad and bad and bad and bad and bad to worse. But I think it's called the sunk cost fallacy. And so it's this thing where the good is, if you have been manifesting, if you have been wishing, if you have been praying, if you have been doing these sorts of activities, wondering, hoping, daydreaming for something better, and the situation you're in keeps getting worse, baby girl, I call everybody girl, that is a sign that that thing is not for you. It is in the way of what really wants to come through for you. And the best thing you can do is allow yourself to be freed from the confinement of that thing. Okay? 4 of Cups in reverse. Same. This is good news. Literally the good. Literally the good. Your good is on the other end of letting go of getting out of the prison that you have, for some of you, built, that you have continued to support, either implicitly or explicitly, or the prison that you found yourself in that you may have committed to and said, yeah, this is what I deserve, this is what I belong to. Consider this moment a chance for you to change. There you go. That's the moment. Now you can think differently. Just because you've been doing something the whole time doesn't mean you have to continue doing it. You can change careers. You can change partners. You can move out of that house. You can get a divorce. You can change your circumstances by making a different choice than the choice that you made yesterday to stick around. You can tender your resignation. You can start looking for somewhere else. What you are looking for is on the other side of what you have in your life right now. What you're looking for, what you're wanting, what you were wishing for, what you're praying for is on the other side of you coming out of this prison that you spent a lot of time and your resources in. And even if it's not something that's been there for so long, maybe it was something that you thought was what you wanted, right? Let's say you applied for a job and you got that job and you're like, oh my God, yes, but then it didn't turn out to be what you thought, but you're like, dang, I really da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Respectfully. Okay. You can do something different. You can. Or maybe you've been looking for a relationship and maybe you did find somebody that, that stays with you or whatever, but they're not giving you what you want. It doesn't feel good with them. It feels bad actually now. Or maybe there's problems between the two of you that are really bad. It doesn't mean you stay. You can find someone else. You can find something else. And you will. What you are wanting is on the other side of getting out of this prison. So the good is exactly that, literally. The good news is on the side of rejecting the offers that you currently have in your life that are not for you. And I feel like with this, you know what they are. It's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. If this was my pal, I know exactly what these 10 of Pentacles in reverse are for me. I know exactly what these 4 of Cups are for me. If this was my pal. And it's scary. And show yourself the grace that you need to as you move through this, but do move through it. The 4 of Cups in reverse here is telling me a story of how the physical actions of leaving are going to have maybe their ramifications, as the 10 of Coins is here, or even this confinement here, but really the hard work is going to be done in your head, in your brain, in your emotional space, for you to make that decision fully and to go, yeah, no, I don't want any of this. I don't want any of this. And you know what? I dare to hope and believe that there is more for me out there than this. Like, I refuse to believe that this is the only job I can have. I refuse to believe that this is the partner that I'm stuck with. This is the romantic dynamic, if you even want to call the word romantic here, that I'm going to be stuck with. I refuse any of these offers. I refuse this job. I refuse this friendship. I refuse this romantic relationship. I refuse this family treatment. I refuse this body. I refuse this circumstance. I refuse this health diagnosis. I refuse it. I'm going to do better. I'm going to go for better. I want better. And that's this magician saying, what do you want? What do you want? What are we doing? What are we doing? Are we staying where we're at? Or are we going for the good news? Are we going for the good? Are we going to let go of what we currently have in our life and go for what we want? Because these 4 cups, these offers, these things that we want in our life, they're not hitting it. They're not hitting on nothing. Whatever they are or whatever it is. And the good is you are allowed in this moment, new you, new decision. And the good is what is good is on the other side. Exactly. The 8 of Swords. your freedom is on the other side. The Eight of Swords is on the other side. And quite frankly, you are on the other side. Hello? Like, you are on the other side. Your light is in you. Your light isn't out there somewhere, it's in you. And these things, these thoughts, these emotions, exactly, like the work is going to be inside of you. That way you'll be able to deal with whatever comes of this 10 of coins. If this 10 of coins is like, for instance, a divorce, that's a lot of paperwork. That's a lot of emotional labor. That's a lot of, uncleaving from family, letting friends know, letting the people in your community know, changing your last name sometimes if you're a woman, moving house, finding a way to live, no longer sharing resources, kids if you have some. Like, it's a big deal. And the way that you can survive that is if your mind and emotional state are in line together. Because what's on the other side, honestly, is your freedom and your joy and your happiness and your you feeling more like yourself. And even if this isn't divorce, if this is, leaving a job that you worked hard for, yikes. You got to put in your week's notice. You got to, deal with the people at work. You got to deal with this and that. You got to deal with applying for a new job or starting that business or moving to another country. Baby, I don't know what this is for you, but whatever it is, 10 of Pentacles is not a joke, right? Like, it's work. It's stuff. It's stuff. It's a lot. You know what that is for your given situation, right? I know what this is if this was my reading, right? So I can relate to that. But you know that you don't want that. It's when you decide to choose you and your light and your future that you want for yourself and just start going in those directions and allow the manifestation to come to you, give it room and space to come to you and let this stuff go. When you do that, it's going to be beautiful. That's the good news. And the good stuff has been delayed. Page of Pentacles, cute. Because of all this junk. Because of all this stuff. I shouldn't call it junk. Messages of good fortune. Messages of investment. Messages of good stuff. Messages of good. With the Page of Pentacles here. Alright, with the Page of Coins. Messages of new garden. Messages of new growth. Messages of new stuff, messages of things that are starting out that show you that, hey, there's new. And just even planting seeds of new beginnings. Time to act on opportunities that you couldn't have acted in or acted on because you were in prison before. You were confined. Trustworthy opportunities that make more sense for you that will start showing up, right? Good news. Literally, it's the Page of Swords, like Page of Pentacles. Like, let's stop. Good stuff coming your way because now you've freed yourself from this stuff. Why can't the good stuff come so I can choose the good stuff? And no, because you have to prove to yourself that you are worth having your freedom and your peace of mind before you get the good stuff, because that's important. It's important to prove to ourselves that we are worth feeling good, even in choosing ourselves and what is right for us, even when there's no promise or there's nothing else like there. I hope you know what I mean. Like, there is value in being able to go, no, I would rather be alone than in a relationship that doesn't feel good. I don't need because having someone else come, where have you boosted yourself? Where do you believe in yourself? You can, but this scenario pink for you specifically, this is you showing yourself that you believe you are worth it, and you have to actually believe that to do these kinds of things. You actually have to believe that your peace of mind, your freedom, your sense of self, your joy, your desires are worth more to you than a workplace, a career, a job, a country, a relationship, a person, a dynamic, a whatever, that you are worth more than that stuff to yourself, that your happiness is worth something to you, because that's going to change the types of opportunities that come your way. Spirit's going to go, oh, great, you've leveled up. You have leveled up. Amazing. There was something here about ill manifestations with the magician, but I'm not even really going to go into that. I feel like the story I took is the story I took, and the good is there's so many good things that want to come your way and fill up your life, but with the way things are or have been, is a no-no. If you've made the choices, right? If you're like, Luce, God, you're talking about my past, like I've dead ass made these decisions, Luce, and they were hard, and I'm in the process of doing this X, Y, and Z, etc., then good. Then you know that this means that good is coming. And if you look around, you'll see symbols and little messages and just opportunities of things that have come your way ever since you like cognitively made the choice, or ever since you actually started living the choice. You know, I wish you everything. Anyway, I really do. Keep your light on and good luck, my friend. Bye. Hey there, Paul Orange. This is orange. It looks slightly yellow, but it's orange. What's the good coming your way? Let's talk about it. Okay, what? Whoa, Orange, you're like a culmination of all the other readings that we've had today. Not really, I think you're missing one of the piles, but like, actually, no. What? I couldn't do it right. Listen, Orange, the good coming your way. You have the 4 of Coins, you have the 7 of Wands, you have the 10 of Cups, you have the 7 of Cups in reverse. Who are you missing here? You are missing Swords. Cool. The good coming your way. I think this might be like the purest reading I might have, but let me not jinx it. The good coming your way is better relationships. Okay? Better relationships. More stability. And a girl worth fighting for. Like a life worth fighting for. A mission worth fighting for. Something worth sticking through. This is nice. If you've been looking for purpose, and you may have like your purpose or whatever, but like if you've been looking for more purpose, like your days have been feeling kind of lackluster, you're about to have something that is worth fighting for, something that will take your attention, creativity, your time, and just really kind of inspire you to like move forward and stand up for and fight for and be about. Even for some of you, you might be standing out in a crowd for sure, and having audiences look at you, gathering crowds looking at you. That's so weird. That's so 6 of Wands, but honestly 7 of Wands is same. Like you're looking like a professional. You're looking like a professional. You're looking like a pro. You're looking like an authority in your field. Some of you may be getting even a promotion. I swear that's probably more 6 of Wands, but I've never gotten 6 of Wands. Never got promotion from 6 of Wands. I feel like you're being obviously exalted. People are listening to you. People are paying attention to you. People are looking to you for guidance. People are looking to you for the next step, and you've got it. You've got it. So you might be planning an event, right? Like You may be planning an event. You may have more eyes on you than you know. I feel like you're confident too. I feel like you're stable and you know what you're doing. What? You know what's cute? This V-I-V. Viv. Like I just like the mirroring of that. And it is quite mirrored. I mean, my guy over here is the captain of a ship. Traveled the world, is traveling, and is looked at as a connoisseur. And I feel like this person hasn't always been in the position that they're in, and they're flashing what they have, and they're sort of flashing but also simultaneously moving in silence. Like when people see them, people will know, and they do want people to know, but in a subtle way. It's like a subtle flex, but it's still a flex, right? Like they're also pretty exalted. They've done something big, but they're not talking about it much, but they are showing that they've done it, right? This is like, I don't know if I should say that, but there was a time, because of my like IRL job, like I'm a coach, right? Like I'm a coach, as a person, and I was in a pretty exalted place on like, pretty exalted. Okay, I had people being like, "Hey, did I see you on da 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 da?" And I was like, "Yeah, that was me." And I did share like a screenshot from the event. And I just put it there. I was just like, oh, this was a cool experience. Because, like, that's awesome. Like, I want to celebrate my wins. But at the same time, I didn't, like, go on and on and on about it, which wouldn't have been a bad thing because, hello. But, yeah, there's something like that where, like, you're flexing, you're subtle flexing, and you're in a position that people can really see, and they go, oh, there's something really worthwhile here. Yeah, that's the good coming your way. And it's paying off as well. Like, it's something that'll make you feel more stable. Girl, what the fuck? I call everybody girl. I don't know what this is. But you know what? I don't know what this is, but I hope this is me at this time. Look, this better be my good pal, okay? Seven of Wands is really, like, giving here. It's like the star of the show. Like, you're really standing on 10 toes and speaking from a place of, like, authority and, like, creating from a place of authority. And people are really seeing you. Well, yeah. As in visually and your message and stuff. You know, you're still a person. 10 of Cups is giving 3 of Cups. Okay? 10 of Cups is giving me 3 of Cups. But outside of that, let's try to... I can't stop thinking about how 10 of Cups is literally just a 3 of Cups. Okay. But, no, let's talk about that, because I can't move past it. With the 10 of Cups being the 3 of Cups here. It's giving me joy. It's giving me fraternity, right? Brotherhood, sisterhood. And even just, like, enjoying the people around you. Enjoying people, camaraderie. This could be dating for, like, a lot of you. This could be dating. This could be enjoying your relationship. Or enjoying relationships. I think this is you feeling good about yourself and your skin and in your body. This is you just having a good time. And just feeling good. Like it's almost like something that you've wished for in the past and it's been realized and you don't realize it until you realize it. You feel me? Like, I'm not sure if you've ever had those experiences where you've always wanted something and it's not until like you're well in it or something that it hits you and you're like, wait a minute. I remember always wanting to be around X, Y, and Z or to feel XBC, and here I am. So the good is you're going to be feeling good with people as well. Now, going to the 10 of Cups, which still fucking feels like the 3 of Roses. Oh my god. Yeah, I feel like you're comfortable. I'm not sure if this is about holidays or the weather. I think you may be around family or people who you identify as family, or feeling homely and cozy. This could be really about like a family holiday or a family get together. For those of you that it's not blood family, it could be chosen family. Like I don't know your life, but those are the words I'm going to use, and you apply it to how it needs to be applied in your world, right? But yeah, it's this really beautiful gathering. It could be with you and your partner spending time with their family, or you spending time together as a family and feeling good together. But there's just a sense of comfort and like really honoring that space. Okay, the Seven of Cups in reverse is almost negligible. Not really, because it definitely speaks to the Three of Cups and inspires that, but it feels very background while everything else is sort of like there, quite present, especially the Seven of Wands. But I mean, if I was to force it, the Seven of Cups in reverse to me, just like I said in the other piles, to me is about realism. I feel like you're living real life. You're in a space where you're either making your dreams come true with the Seven of Wands, Four of Pentacles. You're making your dreams real, right? Like you're actively pounding out and living, making your dream real, tangible, because you notice there's no swords here. Like there really is no swords here, and I feel like it's fitting. If I shuffle again and swords come out, we'll see which sword comes out. But this is about reality. Ten of Cups is like reality. Seven of Wands and Pentacles are reality, right? Like of all the Cups cards, Ten of Cups is quite real and tangible. It's very palpable. And Wands and Coins are active cards. They're real. So the Seven of Cups in reverse is very accurate in terms of it being about reality and not so much about dreaming. It's about choosing to be in the now and doing what needs to be done, or just like being in the now, being a human being who is living, period, living, and not just dreaming. But really pounding out and making those dreams a reality, or living their dreams out loud in reality. Addiction, accident in reverse. I like this because it's not. It's just, thank you. Spirit lives in the house of Lumiere, okay? Spirit lives in illumination. Let's be straight about that. Accident in reverse is, it's not by accident you having these relationships or these friendships, these romantic relationships, these ties to these people in your world. People are treating you the way they're treating you as the good because of how you've treated them, because of how, the reciprocity has happened, right? Like you're feeling at home and feeling at peace because you've done that. It wasn't an accident. You've taken your dream, your desire, and started pounding it out to make it real. You're being seen as a standout leader because of how you've imagined things, and you've done the work to do that and stand there and look and deserve, to be quite honest, the awe that people have on you. You could also be attending like a conference, by the way. Like you could be, wow, I didn't even see that. You could be attending a conference in the next sort of whatever, or like some type of talk where you do learn from someone who's very good at their field. You could choose to work with somebody who's good in their field, to help get to you to where you want to be, whatever that looks like for you. And that's a good. If an opportunity like that comes, do it. If it means you have to travel to get there, do it. Make a plan for that. Also, with the Four of Coins being on a boat, like travel might be something that's worth it for you to consider. Yeah, that could be coming your way. And you could, I don't know, I feel like for some of you could meet someone influential. So we have natural disaster. risk, frustration, survive in reverse. And we have stomp, break, pause, stagnation in reverse. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the way things are, what's coming your way, and loneliness is drastically different from what you've experienced in your life. And it's well deserved. Okay. Anything else you want to say, Spirit? Man, I swear, literally, like, every reading has come out here. Ten of Coins in reverse. Yeah, I think this is exactly those three cards that sort of came out, especially these two. The ones I put away, because bye. They just speak to your past. I love this Knight of Wands. Let's fucking go, bitch. Like, I'm gonna keep that out. I love this Knight of Wands. This is awesome. This really is you standing on your horse, standing on your 10 toes, and going for what you want, baby. And really riding that. Like, really riding that. If you're taking action towards your dreams, your desires, like, you're really making it happen. Chariot in reverse, I think, is like, go, but go pace. Like, don't try to move too fast. Ace of Swords in reverse, just keep checking in with yourself as you go, which I think really aligns with that Chariot and the Knight of Wands energy, of sort of like, as you go, keep checking in with yourself to see if you need to pivot or turn or stop or move, or how much time you need to invest here or there, what you need to participate in, who you need to spend time with, who you need to sort of put to the side, or what you need to put to the side, what you need to move away from. Like, being more discerning will also be helpful on this journey forward. Ten of Coins in reverse just really reminds me of one of the other readings, and if you're coming from there, great. If you were inspired, by the way, to watch another reading, I would definitely go watch one of the other piles, because this pile is just the culmination of the actual good, because some of those other piles, baby, what? I feel like it was more so talking about where my people are, and Spirit being like, it's good. Where you are is the blessing, and the blessing is coming now also. And this is the blessings. This is them blessings, baby. Ten of Coins, again, in reverse, is just this thing of what you've invested in that no longer works, or that's no longer for you, period. It's okay to move away from it. It's okay to let it go away. It's okay to divorce yourself from it. It's okay for you to let it go. Yes, you put in so much time into it and energy and this and that, but it's like, how much more time do you want to waste? How much more time do you want to spend on it? How much more time do you want to spend thinking these things and investing in these things, putting yourself in these things? Like, how much more time are you gonna? And this is just, that's a rhetorical at this point, because really, like, no, you're not doing that no more. You're really not. You're cutting your losses from whatever the situation is. It doesn't have to be bitter or anything. It's just you going, I don't want to do that to myself anymore. I don't want to eat that way anymore. I don't want to think that way anymore. I don't want to live that way anymore. I don't want to breathe this way anymore. I don't want to be treated like that anymore. And you sort of sending it on its way, closing that jar and starting a new jar elsewhere, right? Going to some things that make more sense for you, moving around and doing the things that will feel more fulfilling to you, and going on that journey. And it's the Knight of Wands adventure. I like this for you. I really do. I wish you everything, Pal Orange. Like, you really brought it home, and I'm so glad we ended on this. If this was the pile that you picked, go ahead and leave me a comment, because of like what that is. If you did pick one of the other piles as well as orange, I do hope you listened to that pile first and then listened to orange, because I think this pile has more of like the good that people are more used to listening to. Keep dreaming. Seven of Cups. Keep dreaming. Keep dreaming. Keep dreaming. Page of Pentacles. Another star. Three of Cups. Temperance. All the players are showing up. Keep dreaming, right? Choose the people around you wisely. Keep dreaming, babes. Keep dreaming. Keep going for what you want. Sun Ra! Heck yeah, at the top of the deck. Yes, I love this. Keep going. Keep dreaming. Because Page of Pentacles says good is coming. Messages are good. This is messages are good. I wish you everything. Clearly, so do your guides and spirit. Let's go. I will see you next time. Keep your light on and good luck. Bye.